Well, then it's time for our halfway point of the evening. And it's probably an opportunity for Troy Deeney to right some wrongs, because this is the Pepsi Pressure Point, which is a penalty shootout that happens every single week here in Baller League. One player from each of the 12 teams is put forward in a penalty shootout, which doesn't stop until there's one player left standing. One player that simply can't stop scoring. In case you missed what happened earlier today, Troy Deeney was wildcarded in for Wembley Rangers. He got a red card and Wembley Rangers went on to lose the game. I've got the pleasure of saying I'm with Chunks for the Pepsi Pressure Point, and all we can say is it was a bit disappointing early, wasn't it, from Troy?
Yeah, I think we expected to see the experience, a bit of fun on the pitch, but unfortunately it turned a bit sour, it turned into something we didn't want to see, but it's fine, I guess, because he can kind of make up for it here if he does take an extra point.
What an opportunity this is for him to make up. As we said, if you're not aware of what Pepsi Pressure Point is, every team puts forward one player of their choice to take part, and they'll take a Baller League penalty, MLS 90 style. It's last man standing against a neutral goalkeeper. These are goalkeepers that weren't drafted. They were in the draft pool, but they weren't selected for a team. And with the transfer window coming up next week, I mean, for M5 right now, Chunks, is there a world that maybe Michael Bett or one of these goalkeepers, Noah Chris, for example, there's a chance they could get wildcard or selected.
Selected, yeah.
Their team.
It makes sense, because I think you want to get into a team that actually has something a bit, you know what I mean, a bit more for you, because you come into it every week, you don't want to be losing every week. I guess it makes sense to transfer in someone. Someone has to get transferred in.
Well, it looks like Sam Fitzgerald will be stepping up for M7. Troy Deeney steps up for Wembley Rangers. Brian Lee will play for M5 as he looks to score even more goals. Well, let's go then. Last man standing, penalty shootout, an extra point on the line.
I reckon he misses the first one.
Do you?
Yeah, watch it.
Let's have a look then. Troy Deeney, can he go into round two? No.
Told you.
And that's Troy Deeney's night concluded, unfortunately, in Baller League. Wembley Rangers miss. Sandro Kamara doesn't. He goes into the next round.
That's what you call anticlimactic.
Off the post from David Opu of Santan FC. Sam Fitzgerald of M7.
That's my boy.
He's into round two.
He's not fish and chips anymore.
I remember that week.
He's been angry about it non-stop, yeah, but you know what? He made up for it. Oh, this is the boy.
Scores.
Thought he was going to miss.
Never in question, really, was it?
Never. Justin Das.
First time he's been selected for a Pepsi Pressure Point.
And it's the last time.
And it might be the last time. He's eliminated. You wouldn't believe last week, Chunks, he went 9 rounds of this.
I know, because of this man here. He was involved in it.
Oh, it's the famous flick of a leg, isn't it?
Oh, he's got it.
He won it last week for Deportrio. He's up again. Francis Mampolo. Tyler Winters in action in the next game also.
He's clean.
It's a warm-up, isn't it, for those two? Mampolo and Winters. They'll be going head-to-head in about 5 minutes' time.
Castrati.
Florian Castrati.
Great strike on him, he has.
What a baller he is.
Scored a great goal against STF last week.
Division FC. Jake Chambers-Shaw misses.
The goalkeepers are better, isn't it?
Well, the difference is now that there's 2 goalkeepers, so they're constantly swapping and changing. Yeah. You can see their performance. Say that, we've just cursed him there. Yeah, even okay for Treble FC. He goes through to the next round. And our last one in round 1. Hussein.
That was okay from okay, wasn't it?
Does score. Into round 2, and we've already lost 4 teams. 8 players remain. Sandro Kamara.
Even I saw that. Even I saw that. They need to get me in there, you know.
Sam Fitzgerald misses.
That was too choreographed. He opened up his body.
Brian Lee, you expect him to go through to round 3.
Oh,
does.
Brian Lee.
There is a world that M5 could pick up their first point.
Nah.
And Polo misses. He won it last week. He's eliminated in round 2. Tyler Winters, great finish.
You know what would be cool? If Tyler Winters wins it, and they're both sat on the same points exactly. Deportrio and
what a way to set up, eh?
Wow.
Florian Castrati. 5 goals he scored.
Are we going to see it from OK?
Even OK. Has he gone too wide? Yes.
Too wide.
Eliminated.
Ethan, are you OK?
SDS. It's not looking good for them.
That was bad.
What an opportunity this is, by the way. It's the two teams that have won the Pepsi Pressure Point before. FC Rules the World won the Ljungberg Pepe a number of weeks ago. They're not going to win it tonight. United take this point here. We go into our next game tonight with both teams on 13 points. Deportrio and United will be on the same points.
I want M5 to take it for Bryan Lehmann.
Can Tyler Winters make that a possibility tonight? No.
Bryan Lee.
He's eliminated. Bryan Lee could pick up the first points for M5.
Castrati.
If they win this tonight, Vision FC.
Oh, surely that means M5 won it.
That's game over.
No, he doesn't. He scored, he took it first. He won.
Bryan Lee scored. He's into the next rounds. Have M5 just picked up their first point?
Yes, they have. Yes, they have.
He's done. He doesn't look very happy about it.
Of course he doesn't. He doesn't care. He wants to win. He wants to win. He got a point on the board.
We better update the table, chunks, because there is a movement in it. Bryan Lee, surprise, surprise, has got M5 their first point. I don't know if Jens Lehmann knows or not, or Robert Pires. They're on the sidelines.